Witness the spectacular opening season of Six Flags Worlds of Adventure, uniting Six Flags Ohio with the former SeaWorld Ohio to create America's newest, grandest Six Flags. Now, experience 3 thrilling worlds with 1 ticket. A thrill park, a water park, and a sea life park. It's the only theme park of its kind in the world. Come celebrate the opening of America's new entertainment capital. Six Flags Worlds of Adventure. Wild life, wild rides.
Welcome back, Coaster Nerd fans. In this Defunct Coasters episode, we will be talking about FireHawk, which was originally home at Six Flags Worlds of Adventure, also aka Geauga Lake. It stood approximately 115 feet tall, 340 feet of track, 50 miles per hour with 5 inversions. This ride was manufactured by Vekoma, and it was originally a project made for Paramount. But since their stealth ride at California's Great America did not go well, they just sold the projects off to Six Flags. So they bought Xflight and Batwing. And originally Batwing was supposed to go, or Xflight was supposed to go to Kings Island before it was being sold off, and Xflight, or Batwing, was supposed to be going to King's Dominion before it was sold off, and that's the reason why it's at Six Flags America. On May 26, 2001, Xflight opened it at Six Flags Worlds of Adventure. It was the first flying coaster in the Midwest at the time, and it had a few delays before opening, but most of the delays were with the trains, with the restraints and the braking mechanism on the trains. But it eventually opened with Media Day, being on May 24th, 2001, and of course, the official opening date for Xflight was May 26th of 2001. Interesting enough, they actually basically took out a spot in the bus parking lot, and they had to reroute Geauga Lake Road for Xflight. And this was the last roller coaster that Six Flags Great Adventure, Worlds of Adventure got before its closure with Cedar Fair. In 2006, Cedar Fair bought Geauga Lake off of Six Flags, and they wanted to bring it back to the original roots of a family park and a casual park for the community around it. But also, in 2006, they bought the Paramount parks, which included Kings Island, Kings Dominion, California's Great America, Carowinds, and Canada's Wonderland. They also bought them in 2006. On November 22nd of 2006, Cedar Fair announced that Xflight, with their plans to make Geauga Lake into its original thing, they were going to take out some rides. So they announced that Xflight will be going to another Cedar Fair park, and the last of the sections for Xflight would be taken out of the property. But the last ones would have been seen around March 2007 as they were being shipped somewhere in the Cedar Fair chain. On January 22nd, 2007, people spotted some green and black track and supports at Kings Island that resembled Xflight and what it looked like. On February 5th, 2007, Kings Island let the cat out of the bag and announced that FireHawk, which would have been the renamed of Xflight, would be coming to Kings Island in their X-Base section of the park. This would conclude with the Flight of Fear part of X-Base, but that area wouldn't get a full revamp quite yet. This would be Kings Island's first roller coaster after being owned by Cedar Fair. Cedar Fair, this would be the first coaster that they would have gotten from Cedar Fair, and it opened Memorial Day weekend on May 26, 2007. Vekoma had stopped producing the parts for the Flying Dutchman coaster. Parts for the coaster, which included Nighthawk and FireHawk and Batwing. And for saving the parts, FireHawk became parts went to Carowinds for their coaster Nighthawk. Kings Island finally announced though that it would be the ride would be closing on October 28th, 2018, which was the final day of Haunt, which is the park's Halloween time of the year, what they call it. So guests could get their last rides on it, and it took about all the way to about a year from that they announced that Kings Island would be opening their biggest investment yet, which would be a $30 million B&M Giga Coaster on August 15th, 2019, which would be known as Orion, which would be its replacement. Orion is in the original place where most of FireHawk's layout was, and it takes up a lot more space than that, but there's also some things that bring back from FireHawk, and they also redid the whole area for X-Base, now known as Area 72, which has a lot nicer ring than X-Base. But anyway, if you guys like this video, leave a like, leave a comment, and we'll see you guys out in the queues.